watching Mima Season 3, and we finally reached the ladder matches right here at the Paradigm Mall.
And with the addition of Foreign Pride and the women's categories, it's going to be explosive.
Back at the Paradigm Mall for the Malaysian Invasion Mixed Martial Arts Fighting Championship. The ladder matches were the first of the knockout stages, and the judges would be on their toes. And this would be the real start of the journey for the fighters.
这次我的对手他是一个 boxer 来的，他是真的很好啦。可是我是尽量做我能做的，就是能 take 到他，还是让 house 他更多一点。
I tahu my opponent from K1, then I try to first round, try baca dia punya mainan apa macam. Second, kalau dah boleh main striking dengan dia, saya akan bawa dia pergi ground.
我尽量打败他。
My opponent watch out my ground.
From the onset, Thao went on the offensive as he looked to strike Effendi Khalad. But Effendi was the experienced Mima fighter and was patient with his strategy.
Tangan dia sentiasa bawah, saya try to set up, then bila dah dapat, I push terus.
And when Effendi attacked, it was devastating. He saw the opening he needed to finish Thao off.
我尽量要攻他的，可是这个人真的很快。
Saya tahu dia akan bawa saya pergi ground, dia akan bawa saya main striking atas saja. So game plan kita orang dengan abang saya memang jadi.
So match kali ni saya lebih pada striking, dan kalau ada peluang saya akan buat takedown. Nanti kita boleh buat knockout sekali lah.
I know the guy's a Muay Thai guy. I'll play the mix it up, beat him up a bit against the cage, just make him quit, go back to Muay Thai.
Kita ada training untuk escape, kita ada training untuk submission juga. Beware lah, saya pun bukan senang nak jatuh punya.
It's going to be a short night for him.
And both fighters' stand-up was certainly on display as the two opponents were landing endless strikes to the body and legs. But as the match wore on, it was clear that Khaby wanted to take the fight to the ground.
Strategi memulai ingat macam I more striking and take down sikit, lutut banyak and the KO, tapi dia sangat kuat lah. Dia boleh tahan I punya ni.
For the most part, I stood with him in the first round. We exchanged some pretty good shots. I mean, he's got a nice shot. I caught him with a nice head kick.
And the second round was going to get more brutal between the two fighters.
Punch.
Both fighters were exploring that one opening that could change things.
Penai Dinesh dia bagus, dia pandai main fight smart lah. Dia boleh tahan sakit juga.
Yeah, second round, I was a little bit tired, but managed to take him down. After I took him down, I mean, he was just stalling. Just recovered a little bit and just landed some ground and pound. So, yeah, I mean, all in all, used some pretty decent MMA.
And that opening had arrived.
Hook the legs, Khaby, your legs!
And that was all he needed as he opened up his punches for ground and pound. And it was a matter of time until referee Olivier Kos had to stop the match. A tough fight, but disappointment for some.
Kecewa lah sebab kalau pengadil tu bagi saya teruskan lagi sikit, saya boleh lawan sampai round 3.
Second round, yeah, I got him down, I finished him, but it wasn't really a good fight on my side, so look for some improvement come next round, man.
Today, I'm just gonna fight. I'm just gonna wing it. So my game plan today is just gonna survive.
My name is Samantha Tan. I'm 18 this year, and I'm from Bandar Utama, Petaling Jaya. I stay here with my parents and one younger brother. I'm a student in KDU, Shah Alam. There I study game art and freelance to get some money to pay for supplements and gear and stuff like that. Before, I used to do Sanda for about a year, but now it's mainly, MMA, BJJ, boxing. I think my main focus right now will be MMA. At first, my parents weren't too happy with me fighting anything. My father used to get quite annoyed that I would spend so much time training. And actually before, it was even less than I do now. I come home pretty safe, so I don't think there's much to complain about. I think most of the fights not too violent, so that's okay. So our deal was I don't need their support. I just need them to not stop me. People ask me why I train. I say that talent you can't control, but you can control how much hard work you put in. I don't want anyone to outdo me, to outtrain me, to outwork me. In MMA, I would say my role model would be Ronda Rousey. Not because of her style per se, which is very different, but because of her efficiency and her training ethics, her dedication. But in a different sport like boxing, my favorite boxer would be Gennady Golovkin. My goal for now would be to win Mimo, I suppose. I want to go as far as my coaches will take me. Just listen to my corners and go with the flow, because I know nothing about my opponent, so just wing it, I guess.
I'm gonna focus more on striking.
Depends on her. If she goes to the ground, then we'll just go with it, but I would prefer to keep it standing.
In real life, I say I'm not scared, but I'm just gonna do it. Every fighter has to go through this, right? So I'm just gonna fight till the end.
So wish her luck and hope none of us get any injuries from this fight.
May the best lady win.
So no elbow, no knees to the head, standing up on the ground, okay?
It was the first ever official ladder match in the women's category. And boy, did these two fighters showcase it well.
Got the corner, that's it!
And both fought like lioness.
There wasn't much strategy, to be honest. It was more like feel her out and then see what happens. I didn't expect to get the submission in the first round. I didn't want to stick to one thing too much, get stuck in my own plans.
And it was experience that Samantha had on her side. But Helena was using all her tools to stay in the fight.
I was just using my rugby background not to go down.
But this is MMA, and Samantha proved that the ground game was as important as the striking.
Head body!
Beautiful execution by Samantha.
I could take the punch, but it was the armbar.
And one small mistake took Helena out of the match.
So it was the armbar that I knew that if I just let my ego got the better part of me, I'm gonna snap my elbow. And the last thing I want is to get injured.
And Samantha moves on to the next round.
She got the better part. She got the better of me because she has more experience.
I didn't do very well in terms of striking. I think I could have done better. I should have been a bit more active, shown more aggression.
So today's game is Thai guy. He's standing. I'm good in standing too, but well, I will just fight, like use my boxing skills. Then if there is opportunity to take him down and finish the fight as soon as possible.
We plan to win today, then try to kick. Just a Muay Thai style lah.
So it was Muay Thai versus wrestling inside the Mima cage.
I'm here to get the win, and whatever he talked about me in the past and behind me, I hope he will do that in the cage, you know.
As the match started, Ahmad John was confident that he was going to win it.
I don't think he struck me well. You know, I didn't feel any of his strikes. It was just okay, like normal sparring, you know.
And Ahmad John used his superior strength to bring Samai to the ground. But there was always danger lurking.
Just punch him first, then I couldn't punch well.
Dia terlupa untuk jaga dia punya tangan, jadi dia hit pakai tangan kanan, dan tangan kiri dia kena lock.
And Samai's fate was sealed as the armbar snuffed out his chances of advancing to the next round.
I did my plan. I take him down and I submit him. That was my fight plan, so I did it well.
A win for Ahmad John.
Game plan saya hari ini, saya akan banyak main ground sebab saya tahu opponent saya. Background dia sama dengan saya, kena main banyak background lah.
Mulalah tengok pada opponent saya lah hari ni. Dia main macam mana. Saya nak main berdiri, tak nak main bawah.
Jagi-jagi dengan tangan saya, dengan kaki.
It was a fight between two exponents and friends who respected each other, but in the cage they were enemies, and both set out to utilize their own strategies.
So, I cuba buat I punya strategi, I dah buat-buat, tapi dia pun nak main ground, saya pun nak main ground juga. Tapi dia lebih mahir daripada saya, so saya tak boleh buat apa lagi lah.
Faisal and Control looked to end the match early.
Saya nampak ada peluang untuk kami. Owner saya cakap ambar-ambar, saya pun buat dengan bawah.
Dia nak
balas balik pun susah. So dia dapat kunci, saya tak boleh tahan lagi. So saya kena tap lah.
So Muhammad Faisal, another experienced Mima fighter, proves that having valuable cage time is crucial for any fighter. A good win for Faisal, but the next round awaits.
The crowds have been awesome and the fights have been spectacular.
Especially the women's fight. But we're going to go for a break. We'll be back right after this.
Coming up next on Malaysian Invasion.
He likes to knock out people, and I hope that's not going to happen to me today.
You're choosing this line, so you have to face the risk.
Welcome back, and we're at the Paradigm Mall for Mima Season 3.
There is so much up for grabs this time that we're seeing some familiar faces.
That's right. But can they go further this season? Let's find out.
Game plan saya hari ini lebih kepada striking. Sebab opponent saya ini badan dia lebih besar. Mungkin di ground saya tidak dapat angkat dah. Sebab dia lebih besar, dia lagi berpengalaman dari saya.
Trying to try to stand and strike, but let's see how it goes because can't really stick to a game plan. I don't think he'll be able to take me to the ground. Get ready to lose.
Omnious words from Damon Su. As the bell rang, Damon rushed his opponent and was on the attack from the get-go. And Damon knew his strategy as he hounded Rasidan around the cage.
I was planning to just stand up and then see how he reacts. I strike a bit and then he started coming too close. So I just went for the clinch and saw the chance to take down. So I just took him down and finished it.
He bring me to the ground. I'm not have any basic about grappling. That's why he get my hand and doing chop.
A quick win for Damon via Americana, but he acknowledged it as a team victory.
Friends, they also support. I dedicate this fight, this win to all of them, and want to thank them for helping me.
This is actually my debut for Mima, and quite nervous. I'm fighting with one of the Mima Season 2 semi-finalists, Jason Law, and I know he's very good. He's a beast.
Jason Law. You can call me Jace. I'm from Kuching, Sarawak. I have two siblings, a younger brother and a sister. I'm more of an active person, you know?
When he's getting bigger in my tummy, he's very active already. And then coming out also more active. Until come out all the face one, all scratches.
Coming past my mom actually told me to take the guitar over, but I told her why, you know, I didn't like it. Some of my friends were playing guitar and I thought that was pretty cool, you know, so I decided to buy one, you know. Eventually I started my own band, you know, being a guitarist and even the lead singer. But from there I actually transitioned more of a street dancing, maybe a little bit of break dancing. I started martial arts when I was 13, I think. My dad enrolled me and my siblings, my brother and my sister, into a Taekwondo dojo where he was also teaching as an instructor. The next martial art was Muay Thai. I trained there for like 3 months and I had my first amateur match.
Suddenly he said, go for Muay Thai, kickboxing, and then later on become MMA. I really don't like it, actually, but my son likes it. I saw his determination and I saw him really work hard and support him all the way until I become his #1 fan.
I don't know, since I was a kid, I love fighting, you know? I mean, not in the street fight kind of way. I saw the Mima advertisement on YouTube and I was like, oh man, it would be cool to join that one day, you know?
The technical aspect, you know, he came from striking and now he's a pretty well-rounded mixed martial artist. We're looking forward to Jace bringing back the belt to Kuching here in Gym Box, where it belongs.
My hope for him is to be successful.
My ultimate goal is to get that belt from Hushful.
I don't have any game plans. I'm just going to adapt to the situation, you know. If he wants to strike, I can strike. If he wants to go to the ground, go to the ground. Doesn't matter to me.
And he likes to knock out people, and I hope that's not going to happen to me today.
As round 1 began, Jace Law was looking to explore his options.
I wanted to strike with him, test him out. So when I see him moving back, right, I knew he couldn't take much punishment, so I went for it. I went for like the headshots and body shots and uppercuts, and that's where he dropped, and I finished him on the ground.
Jace has a hashtag dedicated to him, and it was hashtag JKO.
I was unconscious with the one with the left hook, so I was going down, and I don't know what to do, but I'll just cover my face.
Well, this one I want to dedicate to everyone who supported me, you know, my family, my mom and dad, who's probably watching right now.
And next up, the Foreign Pride division matches up Hussein against Bond. It was a ferocious start from both fighters in the first round, but Hussein knew he was on borrowed time.
The guy was much experienced than me, older than me, height, reach.
And with the longer reach, Bond had Hussein pegged down as he executed move after move that had Hussein on the defensive at all times. Bond continued his attack, and there was hardly space for Hussein to retaliate in the first round.
He got me good one, but the only thing was when I started gasping at the second round, man, I started feeling sick. I felt my head is like so big, man.
With the danger of gassing out, Bond moved quickly to finish off the fight.
Guard if you want, Hussein.
Hold his leg! But Hussein turned out to be a stronger opponent than expected, and it continued as both tired out as they reached the end of the second round. A few last words from their cornerman, and it was all or nothing in the final round.
Like the third round, my whole body was shaking. My head was so heavy, but I'm like, I gotta finish this, I gotta finish this.
And it was all or nothing from both fighters as they slugged it out in the third and final round.
I'm not afraid I will fight if I have a coach like Wolfman.
But as they brought their fight to the ground, it was a 50-50 chance of winning for both fighters. And Bond took it.
Yeah, I did win the fight, but the guy was tough, man. He was a tough guy.
He's fight experienced, that's why he deserved to win. But I proved myself within 6 months I'm trained. This is my only 6-month MMA training.
I feel so happy that I've been in a ladder match in KL.
My name is Rajendra Kumar. I'm 22 years old. I'm from JB. I got 7 members in my family, include me. I'm the second. I got 1 elder sister, 2 small sisters, and 1 younger brother. Basically, I'm second in my family, so I got a lot of responsibility to take. So I have to take care of my family also and manage my own time, study and work also. Usually, I will find my time for training, and whether any competition tournament, I will just look it. I'm working in convenience store as a store associate. The work is just doing cash management, storeman. I will feel there is time or free time, some physical workouts such as bumping, sit-up, to maintain my stamina levels and just maintain my fighting career. I train my own self. I didn't go for gym. Sometimes morning don't have classes, so I just take rest. Around 4 o'clock, I will just take my punching bag, my dumbbells. So with the punching bag, I will sometimes do some ground fight. Because punching bag sometimes hang, I will just train for kicks, punches. For the ground fight, I will just put the punching bag down, just punch. So for the grappling movement, I will use my youngest brother or my friend.
Macam mana pun saya nak support saya punya abang.
My father is the best inspiration for me and a trainer also. My ultimate goal in Lima is become the best fighter and the strongest, toughest contender in my weight category.
My game plan is 50% of grapple and 15% standing match.
I'm gonna see how, if he's gonna attack me, I'm gonna attack back. If he's gonna bring me to the ground, I'm gonna go ground. Yeah, beware of me.
If can means I will lasso around and win by KO.
Rajendra faced Hafizul Hakim, who was also determined to make it to the next round. With both fighters giving it all in the first round, it was a frantic start to the match as they showcased their flexibility in front of an appreciative audience. But Hafizul would be cautioned for a low blow.
I didn't realize that I threw a low knee, so it hit to the low blow, yeah. So I'm really sorry for that, yeah. It's never my intention to do that.
Have a rest here. First cup, second hand, watch out, okay? Watch out, stay here, stay here.
Even my groin joints are pain. I try my best to fulfill the competition.
He landed a good punch, but I think I did better than him.
The pain did not go away, and as he struggled towards the end of the first round, there was no sign of pain during the break, but he knew it was now or never. As the second round began, the groin would trouble Rajendra, and it would affect his performance as the fight wore on.
Second round, my joint and my groin joints don't let me come down, so I don't want to force anymore. I want to fight, but my groin never let me go, so I don't want to make a big accident.
He had to take a safety precaution and took himself out of the match with a heavy heart.
Next year, still got Mima 4. I will definitely join, and I will definitely be Mima champion in my weight category.
I sacrificed a lot of my time to training session, and yes, I deserve this game. Yeah.
First minute, I'll feel him out a bit, and if I see opportunity, I'll knock him out.
Saya harap kita dapat kekalkan sportsmanship dan tak ada siapa injured lah.
After I knock him out, I hope he recovers from it and trains hard and doesn't give up.
Respectful words from two opponents. In the first round, Kang Fai gauged Faizudin with some teasing shots, but began his attack with some clinical punches to the body and face. Although Faizudin looked to reply, Kang Fai was quicker than his opponent and scored points with some precision shots. But as he continued the fight, Kang Fai was struggling to assert his authority. Even with the win, Kang Fai was slightly disappointed with his own work rate.
I thought it was a little messy. I wanted to be more technical and get a one-punch knockout or something like that, but it ended up more like a brawl. But anyway, it's a win, so...
Belum KO lagi. Ngada dah stop kan time, so terpaksa berhenti lah.
Going to the quarterfinals.
More on stand fight, of course, with my basic. We look first the opponent movement so that I can identify which weakness.
Try to finish my job and then just get out of the ring. Well, not being injured, that's all.
You better watch out.
Two welterweights looking to advance to the quarterfinals. Adli Hafiz started the match with a confident air.
He's a good striker, he's a good boxer, so he got a fast and heavy hand.
I have to find his weakness first, and then I try to take down, and then the opponent still can stand, so that I use stand fighting. So once the opponent get down, and then I strike strictly, strike until finish.
I cannot get away from his strike, so this is what I get.
I'm very sorry about that because of you choosing this line, so you have to face the risk. I want to dedicate to all my sponsors and all my friends, to my teachers. They're supporting me since I was a kid and then until now. I'm very, very appreciative about it.
Oof, the action. Look, we're going to take another break, but Mima Season 3 will be right back.
See you in a bit. Woo, 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 woo.
Up next on Malaysian Invasion.
Like you say, play around with your food. After that, you eat.
The flyweight champion, I come for you.
You're back with us, Mima Season 3.
We are at the ladder match stages, and the fighters in here are amazing.
Not only that, it's an all-out war. Have a look.
My plan is just about striking. It doesn't mean that I'm loser on the ground. It's just I don't like to be on the ground.
I'm going to go with the ground, but it depends on the flow. If he starts going on the ground, I'm just going to pummel him over and just possibly let him die on the ground.
I'm not going to let my opponent bring me down, for sure. I'm going to kick his ass.
You know you want the belt so much, but I'm sorry. I promised my parents about it.
Watch out for my legs. It's a very heavy one.
Even if you're in my way, I'm just going to go through you like a train.
So two heavyweight trains about to collide with each other in this ladder match. Mohamed Mustaqim made good on his promise to go to the ground, even though his opponent, Mohamed Jassim, is a head taller than him. It was a hard match between these two big guys as they took their fight to the end of the first round. And as the second round began, it seemed all square as the two fighters rolled themselves on the ground. But with tiredness creeping in, only one would survive.
My game plan is to let him come to me, make me weak and everything, make him think that I'm weak. So at the end of the game, I'm gonna give it all out. Just want to play out with him.
Like you say, play around with your food. After that, you eat.
And his plan worked as he revved up a gear and took his opponent to the ground. The heavy knees to the body forced referee Olivier Coste to stop the match in a crucial win for Jassim. And Mustaqim suffered the effects of a long fight.
I want to dedicate to all my brothers and sisters, my friends, and most obviously, it's my parents. They come here to support me. Now I feel like a lion.
I don't know my opponent much. Don't know how's his fight style and everything. What I want to do, I want to go in there and get the work done as fast as I can. First few minutes in the round one, that would be like the icing on the cake for me.
Game plan saya striking lah, saya bawa striking, bukan main ground punya.
The only thing is that I respect him stepping in the cage with me. But once that cage door closed, you know, he's stuck in that cage with me for like a whole 9 minutes. So best of luck for that.
Get ready, knockout.
Vinod Singh is another Mima veteran and is a strong contender for the title again. And he took advantage of Richel's inexperience with a good takedown. And once he was in a stronger position, it was hard for Richel. And Vinod was true to his word as he looked to add the icing on the cake in his match.
Ewan susah mengucap ya, tapi probably buat nasib dia sudah dia menang.
It was really important for me to win this, you know, out of most than any other fights because it's my dad's birthday. You know, he came around and now he's out there seeing me win and he seems happy and proud, so I hope he is.
My name is Ali Motamed. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Iran. When I was 20 years old, I came here for a study. When I moved to Malaysia, I didn't know anything. You know, I was 20 years old guy and then even couldn't speak English. It was really hard. Miss family, you know, the new country, new people, new experience, but I did it. I was working whole day in restaurant. Then I make my own business. Actually, before I started martial arts, I was nothing. I was a little bit bad boy, you know, I was drinking, smoking shisha, party every day. When I started martial arts, I stopped everything. I didn't know anything about MMA. Master Ali, he started teaching BJJ. That was I got into in the MMA. I wanted to do many different things, you know, like wrestling, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, and then all together is mixed martial art, MMA.
As I said, he's a very talented fighter. He has very flexible body. He has good skills. In the fight, he will be very tough opponent. He work hard, he practice hard, never stop practicing, and never give up. I hope to see him one day in UFC.
I think it's in my mind. The people without goal, they are nothing. I found my goal. It's not only I become the world champion, I should become the strong person like in everything, you know, not only inside the cage.
I'm gonna take him down and then submit him and then finish it soon. I should be confident all the time.
My game plan is stay on my feet, avoid to the ground. You know, last time I said my ground is not good. I'm look like this, but I still can fight.
Ali Motamed is a patient fighter and was clinical in his approach. But when he accidentally hit Dean Hamza in the back of the head, there was a warning. But Ali, being a respectful fighter, apologized and they made up before they continued to fight. Dean Hamza soon learns that Ali is no easy opponent, but both fighters hold back until the end of the first round. There was much more to be discussed during the break. As the second round began, Dean Hamza tried to bring the game to the ground. But as the fight continued, there seemed to be something that was holding Ali back, even when he was on the offensive.
I couldn't go for the takedown. And then I tried to knock him out, and then I see which shin pack cannot do that.
With that in mind, Ali looked to change his strategy in the final round. As the third round loomed, it was a matter of scoring points in the match. With many hours of experience under his belt fighting out of Thailand, Ali made sure of the points with some good techniques.
I told you just now, I said I will keep on my feet. See, he bring me to the ground. When he catch me, he knee I can feel already here. And then I push him. I can't remember how we go to the ground.
But Ali took advantage of the opening, and then there was no turning back for the Iranian fighter.
Kalau masuk catch, hands up. Kalau dapat takedown, kita takedown. Then go to submission, maybe armbar or naked choke.
More focus on the striking, and I know she is very good in grabbing. So why I just keep my distance. I will just do more on boxing.
To my opponent, watch out. I got a heavy punch.
Don't come close to me, you'll get knocked down.
The women's pride category saw Nur Sakina Maslan taking on Gladys Smalling.
Yeah, of course I know she's going to take me down because she is very good in grabbing, but I'm not. So I just remain my strategy as a striker. So that's the only way to keep my distance. That's the only thing that I can do to keep me safe.
And she kept herself safe until the end of the first round. And as the second round began, Gladys kept to her strategy with some heaving strikes, but Sakina held on. But there were times when it could have been the end of Gladys Smalling, as Sakina nearly got the rear naked choke.
In the second round, she tried to choke me down, but I'm not going to give up.
And again, it was close, but no cigar.
From there on, I do my striking.
I'm not on my guard. I always open my hand so she can punch straight to my face.
Gladys piled up the points as they neared the final round. Now she knew she had to survive and go for the attack in the third. And Gladys continued with an onslaught of strikes to the face.
I try to knock her down, but I can't. So I just try my best just to repeat my striking.
Yeah, knockdown, almost. I feel so dizzy. Everything's like turn around.
It was a great bout between two fighters who refused to give up. And as the crowd urged them both on, it was Gladys who had the upper hand, and Sakina was losing energy.
I'm so tired that time. I try to push myself, you know, but I can't. It's just tough.
Two tough Borneo women, but there would only be one winner this time. And in the end, Gladys stole the show.
Today my game plan is because my opponent is a Muay Thai practitioner, so if I go into the cage, I just straight away go for the takedown. I think my wrestling is A. In the Myanmar flyweight division, I can confirm and very confident you won't defend my takedown. Serious, I just go for the takedown.
So Shafiz, they're very good in BJJ. I have background in Muay Thai, so maybe I stay with the stand fight. Maybe I try with my striking.
If I'll go for the submission, please do tap as fast as you can, otherwise I will blow you out, man.
The fight began as expected, as Shafiz looked for the opening to bring his opponent to the ground. And he quickly spotted his way through Shaiwari's defenses and worked on his strategy.
Because he's a Muay Thai practitioner, he's good at stand-up. So as a grappler, I just need to take the moment and shoot for the right time to go for the takedown.
Maybe it's too fast. Maybe I think too much. I thought I don't want to play with ground, so I want to stay with my stand.
And it was a fight for survival for Shaiwari.
So he just punched me, ground and pound, so I don't know how to defend.
Shafiz took his chances and pounded his way to victory.
And when the ground, I feel so comfortable. If my opponent is a BJJ practitioner today, so maybe I could go for submission. But today is my boxing coach was here, so I just want him to have the TKO win. I want to dedicate this fight to Zhang Ziyi, I think, the flyweight champion. You know, man, I'm coming for you. You just wait. I come for you.
We have seen some amazing ladder match fights right here in this very cage, right, Rashid?
That's right. There's plenty more to come, but right now we're off for a short break. See ya!
Up next on Mima Season 3.
Maybe I will give my opponent the Baulu.
Welcome back, and the action continues in the Mima cage.
Who else will make it through to the quarterfinals after these next few fights?
I don't know. Let's find out.
For the first round, see how it goes and everything. More of a counter, maybe more of a dodge, go around the ring and see what I can do from the first round. The idea is don't get caught, don't get on the ground, and don't get hit.
The plan is just simple, just sprawl and brawl. That's it.
Words for Miraj, I cannot find word because the best I ever do is try to be up on the, is either on standing, on the ground. Anyway, I'm gonna get hit.
I'm not gonna be as gentle as the other guys. I'm not that nice of a guy. Outside I'm very nice, but inside the ring I'm not such a gentleman. So good luck.
From the onset, it was clear that Miraj Omar meant business as he looked to keep Nick Zainal standing up.
I made a few blocks or something, but not 100%. I can say 50%.
With a much longer reach, this match was a one-sided affair as Miraj took control of the situation.
So my technique is sprawl and brawl. He couldn't take me down. He was trying to take me down and I just sprawled and I just started punching. It was over.
Got me off guard with the hit, with the first hit, and then when I'm on the ground, when the first block, that's where it happened, and it happened so fast. I feel disappointed because I cannot finish all 3 rounds.
Yeah, my game plan until finals is sprawl, brawl, and shrimp on the ground, and it's gonna be my road to champion. Peace out.
My plan is just go strike, just go for it, and then when I get the body contact from my opponent, then I will do my jiu-jitsu.
Coach sudah set up untuk saya punya game plan. So I already practice semua lah, more to striking. Kalau saya boleh buat, saya mau buat TKO. So watch out.
The two fighters were unwilling to give up the match from the beginning.
Stay low, stay low.
And Dharmawati was beginning to get the upper hand as she continued to strike her way against her opponent.
She's good, stronger, very good in ground striking.
Felicia, however, took the first round as she gained some points with the takedown, but could not finish her opponent off. The break was a much-needed rest, but as the second round came, it was still anyone's fight.
She's very strong. Because I try to take down her, I don't have the strength.
But then again, there were some surprises. And again, Felicia failed to finish her move in spite of having the upper hand. With both fighters getting good advice from their cornermen, the third round would be decided by points. It was more technical in the third, as Felicia looked to again finish her opponent. But as the round came to an end, she had scored enough points to give her the crucial win.
It's a good fight. She has a lot of strength. Yeah, it's a good fight for me.
Saya Muhammad Syukri bin Muhammad Ali. Saya berumur 24 tahun. Saya menetap di Johor dalam sudah 5 tahun. Saya adalah seorang peniaga kuih bahulu. Saya berniaga kuih bahulu di JB Central. Ini adalah family business. Perniagaan ni saya telah usahakan selama 3 tahun. Saya masuk first pertandingan pada tahun 2012 di Gombak, Muay Thai Amateur. Dekat situ saya menjadi juara untuk rig saya. Syukur Alhamdulillah, keluarga saya, isteri saya sangat menyokong. Pasal injury, diorang memang tidak kisah. Sebab yang tahu risiko bermain mixed martial art memang macam tu.
Mula saya tak ada sokong. Saya takut sebab dia siapa suka tengok suami kena pukul.
Selepas mendapat tahu Mima musim pertama, saya telah pergi untuk mencuba try out Mima. Nasib saya kurang baik di sana sebab saya tidak bersedia, saya hanya belajar Muay Thai. Jadi untuk season kedua saya berhenti seketika untuk berlatih lagi. Setiap hari pada petang saya akan pergi ke gym. Di sana saya telah berlatih Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu dan juga fitness. Untuk Mima 3 ni saya ada matlamat saya sendiri dan saya tahu hadiahnya agak lumayan. So mungkin ni hadiah untuk ibu saya. Untuk saya hantar dia ke umrah. Saya akan cuba yang terbaik untuk ibu saya.
Saya lebihkan standing submission. Mungkin saya akan buat.
Syukri would face fellow middleweight opponent Fahmi Sarto. And from the start, Fahmi would go for the takedown, but Syukri proved to be too strong for him. It was then that this was a mismatch from the start, as Syukri asserted himself in the cage with some blistering moves that surprised his opponent. Fahmi would then go on the defensive as Syukri confidently attacked him with a series of strikes that Fahmi could not reply to. With that, the referee had no choice but to award the TKO to Syukri.
feel so mad. I feel so like maybe I'm not ready. Okay, maybe I'm too tired of cutting my weight.
Maybe I will give my opponent the Bahulu because he give me an easy fight.
My plan is just to outstrike him and see how it goes. If I feel I cannot outstrike, I'll probably take him to the ground and that's it.
Inshallah, he will win. He's confident. We'll knock him out for sure.
So the foreign pride saw Joshua Hong against Zafarov Kustil. And although it started as a routine match, Zafarov would quickly find a chink in Joshua's armor. What looked like an innocent takedown rapidly became an ankle lock submission for Zafarov. A quick win and a place in the next round to the delight of his cornerman and his friends. But the manner of the win was something that had been practiced by him for a while now.
Training grappling since he was a kid, so ankle lock is his favorite submission.
I got an injured ankle, so if someone touched my ankle, I will just let it go because he was injured before already. No excuse that I lost, a good fight to him.
My opponent is a good boxer, so I'm trying to cut him off this range and try to take him down.
Saya biasa tengok opponent lah. So apa dia buat kita akan try counter. And just if you want to stand up, kita stand up. Kalau on ground, we will do ground.
Eddie, I know you are good, but I'm coming for you.
Eddie was looking to keep this quick this time.
I was waiting for a knockout because I see a hole in his hand, target hole. So yes, I get lucky and get lucky punch and get a knockout.
And he got the opening he wanted. A fact not lost to his opponent.
Oh, his hand was very fast. I didn't even see it coming. Suddenly I'm on the ground. That was really impressive, I have to say. It's too bad, but I'm glad I go up against him. That was really good. I enjoy it. I like him. He's very humble. Well, he has skill, but he's not arrogant, but he's very good. And he even come and talk to me at the end. I hope he go all the way to the final. So I wish him the best.
I want to dedicate this win for my family, my father at home, my wife, and my siblings.
Congratulations to all the winners of this round, but it's only going to get harder.
That's right, so don't forget to tune in to the quarterfinals in the next edition
of Mima Season 3.
In the next edition of Mima Season 3.
My game plan is to use Drunken Kung Fu.
Shafiz, my belt is right here. Come and take it if you can get through.